Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I am so sorry. I just needed to do something before we start the live. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's call each other. Here we are. We are here now. Okay. Let's call each other. Let's call each other. Okay. Right. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. We're just doing a 1-2 testing, and then I forgot to delete it. I've just deleted it. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Here I am again. Come through, guys. Come through. Hi, Nantogozo Unjani. Nantogozo Michelle. Hi, Vena Pasika. Hi, Kaelihle. Hello, Matwala Wazibani Twala. Hi, for Chuchites. Hi, Nikki Wekanta. Hi, guys. Let's call each other. Thank you again for coming through all the time. You are very much welcome. Let's see if our guest is here already. All right. I will add her. We don't want to waste your time. So she's timely. Yeah. Hi, Primrose Sibanda, my Siswami. Hi, Pri. How are you, Sis Pri? Right. Okay. Right. There we go. Hey, Pauline. There we go. First time being on Facebook Live, huh?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's why I'm so clueless.
I'm glad I have to teach you something, Lami.
Yeah.
Welcome, Popo. Welcome. Everybody is so much looking forward to this moment. So yeah, welcome to Facebook again.
Thank you.
And all right, I know it could be your first time, but don't worry. TikTok. I've seen you on bigger places, TikTok, YouTube. So I love how it's one of those small little things. Don't even worry at all. People are coming through. 58. I'm sure the number will keep going up. So welcome, Popo, welcome. While we still wait for people to come through, maybe we can be talking. You're just telling us a little bit about who Popo is. And I mean, I know you anyway, but I guess they would want to know what are they talking to a sponsor? And that's the trending thing these days. Are they talking to one of the scammers out there? Who exactly are they talking to? So Popo, this is your time. Just talk to us. They're very nice, they're very friendly. When they, they appreciate what you do, stars, like, stars, and then they'll also throw in likes just to appreciate, look at what they're doing, just to appreciate what you're telling them. So this is the platform, Popo. Right. Talk to us. Yeah?
Okay. What language? Ndebele, whatever?
I prefer you mixing English, Ndebele. Yeah.
All right. So my name is Pauline Popo Moyo, popularly known as Popo. I'm a nurse in UK. I'm also a YouTuber, and I've been living and working in UK for the past 5 years. Yeah, I've been a nurse for the past maybe 18 years or so.
18 good years. Wow. And then you're saying you've been a nurse, like back home. Where were you, and all that?
Okay, back home, I was working at Mpilo School of Nursing as a tutor. 5 years of which I was a clinical instructor. Then the other 5 years I was a tutor. So most of my experience is in School of Nursing. Like I spend most of my time in School of Nursing.
So I guess we caught the right person as well today, to tell us about these diaspora opportunities. We've seen you on YouTube. What opportunities are out there. So really, I think we really appreciate what you are here. You've done most of the teaching to people. You can correct abantu when they're going wrong and all that. So, and the other thing that I want to recommend you for, Popo, like you're saying, you've been a tutor for almost most of your nursing time, but then you derolled in the diaspora, and it's for everybody to hear as well, because wherever people are, they're in managerial posts and everything, but when it comes to coming to look for money, greener pastures at diaspora, you really need to come down, deroll, get whatever you're looking for. So thank you so much, Popo, for that little introduction. I think honestly everybody now knows who you are, and abantu, they now know who they're talking to. Yeah, we had this person and so yeah, that's it. So there's our beautiful Popo, guys. Feel free to ask as many questions as you can. honestly, feel free to ask as many questions as you can. I was saying to her the other day, Izolo, actually, you know what? When I started doing this, Mina, on the Facebook platform, it's because I had seen you doing it, and you know, I loved the way you were coming out there. You know what, guys? Opportunities are really what it cannot be nursing that you came with, but amanye other trades. So just put in your applications and grab these jobs. So right, we are just going to like kickstart, and this is really about you. So Popo, tell us, when you decided to relocate, what really pushed you, like we in Civil that made you think, you know what, now it's time for me to move, All right.
So, Mina, my reason for relocation was my children, because I was looking at a situation whereby things were not going so well in Zimbabwe. If you look at Zimbabwe, if you are a nurse, you don't get much money. Like the money that we're getting as little as maybe £50 per month, equivalent at this point in time. And looking at the situation in Kangele, I've got 2 children. Omunye was going to secondary school and Omunye was going to primary school. And I was looking at the situation whereby, am I going to be able to afford? Am I going to be able to send my child to a good school? Am I going to be able to, you know, support my children, raise them the way they're supposed to be raised, and provide good education and everything for them? And the reality on the ground was I wasn't going to be able to do all that. That was the reality on the ground. So that was the pushing factor. The pushing factor was I wanted a better life for my children, mostly. So that is what pushed me to start working towards coming to UK. Because if it wasn't for my children, I really had opportunities to go to Australia and stuff, 2007, 2008, 2009, but there was nothing pushing me. But when I had kids now, that was the pushing factor. You know.
Right. I guess a pushing factor relates to other people as well back home. You know, Avanye, they tend to have different pushing factors. I just want to explore the diaspora life and all that. But most people that I've spoken to, their issue is they can't afford the Zim life. So guys, we're talking to a person who has the same pushing factors as we are. So I don't think, you know, whatever information she's going to share with us might lead us astray, because same problem, Pansy, is what is going to, you know, make you pack those bags and come home and come to the diaspora, right? And then how was the process? How was your process? Was it easy? Did it just happen overnight and all that? And which year was that, by the way, when you decided to move?
Well,
by the way. Yeah, Popo Moyo.
Thank you. Well, I think I decided around about 2016 there, but I still wasn't certain where I wanted to go. I started by America, and then I decided otherwise, then Australia, then decided otherwise, then Malta, then decided otherwise, then the Republic of Ireland, then decided otherwise. So I was intending to go to the Republic of Ireland. Then Melinda was like, no, why don't you come to Northern Ireland, UK? You're going to love this place. So that's how I ended up choosing Northern Ireland. So I did my first application around 2016, and it took me about a year to even start getting serious, you know. But then when I started getting serious, within 8 months, everything was done and dusted. I did my CPT, I did my IELTS, and it wasn't a difficult process really, because at that point in time I was using an agent, and basically if you're using an agent, they do everything for you, so you don't really struggle much. So it wasn't a struggle really.
But we're talking of about 8 months, hey?
Yes.
Right. Which I think, Mina, is a lot of time, but with patience, with patience. So I'm trying to bring up the issue of patience, because I feel with the way things are happening now, people are so much in a rush to move out of Africa. But if it took somebody who's using an agent about 8 months, guys, so imagine now, especially the UK, we're talking of people like having to apply directly to the employer. So it might even take more than that. So just that on its own, Popo had to be patient, you know, for everything to go on right. All right. And then there you are. Finally, everything is shaped up. You are destined for the Northern Ireland. How was the feeling? And what did you have to do? Did you have to sell your things back home? Uguti, you know, because you're moving, you're relocating. Did you give away your clothes? What did you tell your friends, your family? Uguti, you know, you know, a few things when I get there. How was it? Because I know there are people who are in that stage now, like they've got a much of offers, and then so you're leaving maybe in about 2 weeks' time or what. So I think that information will help. Yeah.
So I mean, when I left, I really didn't sell anything. Like everything that I had, I just left it there and said to my mother, you can do whatever you want to do with this stuff, whether you are selling it, whether you are whatevering it. I just left it to her, and it was up to her to do whatever she wanted to do with the stuff that I left, whether it's a car, whether it's everything. I just left it in the hands of my mother. Then as for telling my relatives that I was going, I told them last minute. We always do tell them last minute, because you don't know how the process is going to be like, and you don't want a situation whereby you're at the beginning of the process, then you start telling people, and people start, you know how people are like, they raise the maples, you see, they raise the maples, and when they raise the maples, and when things don't go well, so at the end of the day, it's an embarrassment. So I didn't tell people until by the way, tomorrow I'm going to UK. I remember I had a maid, and she was a very good maid, because I only had one maid in my life, and I'd had that maid for 5 years. Wow. I told her that I'm going to UK tomorrow, and it was it was short notice and all that, because I knew that if I told her in advance, everyone would be knowing that. So I didn't tell anyone until the last minute. You know. Yeah.
And thanks for the stars, Gaily. There, Popo, you're talking too much sense. So if I get 99 stars, which is money in the pocket, by the way. Yeah. So okay, and then you just had to tell people the last minute. And okay. There you are, Popo. We just want to follow your journey in there before we get into the opportunities. Yeah, there you are. You've come to Northern Ireland, right? Under an agent. I'm sure there was a meetup package and all that, was it? Yeah.
Well, you see, the problem with using an agent is that if you use an agent, for example, I was supposed to receive a welcome bonus of £1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, but I was not able, 1,200 actually. I was not able to get that £1,200 bonus because it all went to the agent. Understand? Yeah. So if you are applying on your own, you are at an advantage, because if there's a bonus, you get that bonus. For example, when I was now changing jobs, because I worked in one care home for 3 years, then I changed to another care home. When I was now changing jobs, I didn't use an agent. I had an option of using an agent, but I didn't. So because I didn't use an agent, I was given £2,500 welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was now here in UK, of course, it is a beautiful place, but the first days are very tough. Like, I cannot say when you come here to UK, everything is going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The first year, rather, let me say, it's a struggle for you to really make ends meet and to try and raise money to bring your family and everything. And when you're here in UK, in terms of social life, like if you want a boyfriend, it's very difficult.
Is it?
Like, yeah, it is. It's not like in Zimbabwe, whereby you can be walking down the street and someone says, "Hi, I like your fine ass," or whatever. No, there's nothing like that.
There she goes, and sugar coated if ever there's anything like that.
You struggle to get a boyfriend or a partner or anything of that sort. So you be lonely.
That's loneliness.
You be lonely, and it will be very difficult to get a better half if you don't have so basically, after a couple of years going forward, like the first year was difficult, but going forward it has been pretty much a breeze, But one thing that I can tell you is, whatever country you go to, there is no money which is going to be delivered to you on a silver platter like this. You work for your money. Money is never enough. It's never enough. Whether you're in Ireland, whether you're in America, if you don't do extra shifts, you're not going to make extra money. So I realized that as soon as I started working here in UK, that you know what, this salary that I'm getting is not going to be enough. So for me to be able to get enough money, I need to take extra. So I've been working, taking extra shifts and all that. So now,
So meaning when you do extra shifts, it really makes sense. Are you able to balance the two, like look after your family, your small family, and also look after people at home? Is that how much it will balance up?
Yeah, because from your salary, depending on where you're working, you cannot really balance and support people back home from your salary without taking.
Say it louder. Say that a bit louder.
And I repeat, let it be loud and clear that from your own salary, you are not going to be able to support your family here in UK as well as support your family back home. It's impossible. So you need to go an extra mile. You need to do extra shifts. You need, if it's a side hustle or whatever, you need to do a side hustle so that you're able to raise a few cents for you to be able to support your family. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you will struggle here in UK. And another thing that I noted is that people succumb to peer pressure. Understand? People end up struggling because when they come here to UK, they want to compare themselves to you, they want to compare themselves to me, they want to compare themselves to Susan and Amanda. Yet, our circumstances can never be the same.
Yeah.
See, if you start competing with other people, you're going to have a difficult time here in UK. You have a very difficult time. Whereas if you come here and you know where your bread is buttered and you know the reason why you came here, and you don't copy other people or fall into peer pressure and whatever, you have a comfortable life. But if you start wanting, oh, Susan is driving a Mercedes Benz, oh, she's a nurse like me, I should also be driving a Mercedes Benz. Susan is a single person and you are a single mother with 3 children to take care of and 6 family members or 12 other families to take care of them. Yet Susan does not have any other person to take care of except herself. And now you're competing with her because you're both nurses or you're both carers. So
it's impossible. Depression comes in.
Exactly. You're struggling. You're struggling. So when you're here, know why you came to UK, know why you came overseas, and don't compete with anyone. Run your own race and finish at your own time. Doesn't matter whether, because the pace at which we achieve things is not going to be the same because our circumstances are different. I can achieve, maybe I can have a house after 10 years in UK. That's still fine because I still have a house. You can have your house after 2 years in UK. That's still fine. You have your house, but your circumstances and my circumstances are different. So you have to look at that. Yeah. If you want to be able to survive in this foreign land, don't compete with anyone. Don't compete.
You know, good advice out there, Popo. Very good advice, honestly, because I see even the pressure of pictures, just photos.
Yeah.
You know, photos. Yeah. One and pick someone's pic, and then you're like, wow, she's having it good. She's having it all, you know, on a silver platter and all that. Guys, there's filters. Yeah. There's filters out there. I should let you know. And I'm not I didn't know really much about them till I got here. Okay, I honestly don't have filter unless if with me. Yeah. That's how serious the competition is out here, you know. And then you're like, oh my God, or when you're coming all the way from Africa, you're saying, I want to meet, you know, I want to meet I want to meet which is on the ground is different. So when you just need to know why honestly you are here, right, Popo? And then there you are, you work and what. How was it adjusting, like especially at work, you know, we especially the English part, the language part of it, how was it adjusting? Besides all the loneliness and everything, let's talk about work in particular. And then the professionalism, were things done almost the same way like back home? How was it you adjusting to the work environment?
Well, for some of us, it wasn't easy. After some time, after adjusting, that's when everything is just a breeze. But when you first start, you see, me, I was a tutor, which means I had certain standards because I used to assess students and I had certain expectations. If I walk into a ward, if they're saying we are going to be doing a bed bath, I'm expecting a bed bath trolley to be set. There's a bed bath trolley. There are 2 dishes there. There are towels. There are whatever. So when you first come here, even if you come as a nurse, you first start by working as a care assistant. So when they say to me, go and let's start baths, right? At the back of my mind, I still have this tutor thing that, okay, now that I'm in UK, I'm expecting those standards to be higher than in Zimbabwe. We're going to be having that bed bath trolley with this and that. There was nothing like that. They just walk into residence room, they rinse a towel there by the sink, they wipe the face, they wipe the armpits, and they just do this to the body and they are done. So, so by the by the time, because, we have maybe 20 residents. By the time someone is at resident number 10, I was still looking for a trolley, trying to set up things like in Zimbabwe, the standards. And so it was very difficult to adjust. Say, oh, okay. Oh, so this is what you do. Oh, there's a shower list. We only shower once a week. What? So it was difficult. Then the language barrier, when I was talking to people.
Hold on a little bit, Popo. Guys, can you kindly share the live? Do share the live. A lot of people would want to hear this information, honestly. Let's not be selfish like we always do. When we come in, we before we take our seats, we share the live. Let's share the live. Let's show Popo Amalavla, my likes. And then, as usual, we throw in our stars as well, just to show the love as well for our guest. So let's kindly do that. Let's share the live. Everybody should hear this information, So, let's go on, Popo.
Okay. So what was I saying anyway? The problem with me is that I talk a lot.
That's why I'm trying to keep quiet, because I know you have a lot to share.
I really talk a lot. So the language, I couldn't hear or understand what they were saying. So it really took me a long time to actually understand what they were saying. So most of the time, they just talk, and I'll just say yes, just nod my head. Not even hearing what they're saying. So it really took me a long time to actually adjust and start understanding whatever they were saying. Like, it takes time. The accent is just totally different. The accent is just totally different from the usual accent that we have. And then there's the issue of racism. Northern Ireland, by the time I came here, we didn't have as many black nurses or black people as we have now, and most of the residents used to be very racist. First of all, it used to be very difficult for me when they were racist. The situations about go to the toilet, you black bitch. Then I'll go to the toilet there and cry. And then I said, you know what? Why am I giving them the satisfaction? Why am I giving them the satisfaction? So I came to a point whereby if they call me a monkey, you monkey, I said, you forgot. Beautiful monkey. Beautiful monkey. What do you want? Do you have bananas? Give me bananas. Give me one. So at the end of the day, just because if they make racist comments, I would also, enjoy that they're making racist comments. And you want me to jump around and start jumping around like a monkey there.
I saw that video. I saw the video you uploaded about that.
Yes, because they'll ask you ridiculous things like, do you have a tail and all that. So I ended up, you know what? I'm not going to be crying all the time because of these people. If they want to be fun, if they say you are a monkey, I'll jump and scream around like a monkey and ask for bananas. At the end of the day, they stopped that thing, They stopped it, and now no racist remark touches me, Whatever they say, I just say, you are black. Of course I'm black too, and you're also white. See, you are also white. And I'm going to report you for being racist. That is a very, if you tell them that statement, even if they've got dementia or whatever, tell them that statement that, listen, I'm going to report you that you are racist. And I'm going to call the police because racism is not out here in Northern Ireland. And if you keep on calling me a monkey, I'm going to report you.
And I'm going to jump around at you.
Exactly.
So it's a matter of just standing up for yourself. And no one's going to come and fight for you, and say as much as you talk of reporting them. But I mean, if all of them are like that, no one is going to rescue you. So you really need to stand up.
It's just a waste of time because even them, like the people, our colleagues and everything, they don't want to admit that it's racism. Back in the days, they'll say, oh, write a datex that they have. You write 10 datexes, but nothing gets down. So until you end up taking matters to your hands, you see?
Lindy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the stars. I really appreciate. And then I see somebody wrote Lapana Popo, the goddess Ife to Kawegas. She says, but one thing I can tell you, for sure is that you arrive here, you understand why these people make us do the IELTS. It's for our own good, because the accent, yeah. So that's the whole essence about Indaba IELTS, you know. Because in IELTS, I remember, is it listening where you hear different accents?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you hear when you're doing the listening tests, where you think they are talking. I mean, when you come overseas, that's when you realize that you actually don't know English.
Exactly.
You know, all along you've been thinking that you speak English, you know English, but when you're here, the truth of the matter is you don't know English, you don't speak English. No, you don't know English, you don't speak English.
Yeah.
You learn. It's like you're starting afresh. You learn. It's better for the little ones when they come and they're just, you know, absorbed into the system. But if you are starting afresh from scratch. So that's why I agree with her. That's why it's important to do that IELTS, where you're going to the different accents and all that, you know.
And when you're ready on this path, on this journey, honestly, make it a habit to just familiarize yourself with speaking in English. Like, you know, just speak in English, when you communicate, when you come to these platforms. Yeah, just tell yourself, this is what I'm going to be doing on a daily basis. I'm going to be speaking in English. The only time when you're going to be speaking in your vernacular is when you meet your own people, you know. Yeah, that's when you really feel, okay, let's talk in our Ndebele. Right. So that's it. That's how you adjusted, Popo. And then, okay, because I don't want to take too much of your time. And then let's come to you realizing the need for our people to know about these opportunities. Because when I first watched your video, I said, okay, yeah, Upopo has a point here. I've never seen, our people coming out open to say, Lina, there's room for everybody to come here. What really drove you to, to start your YouTube channel and talk about opportunity? You could have spoken about anything. You could have spoken about doing makeup. You could have spoken, but why in particular, telling your people, why do you want people to come and, be in the diaspora?
You see, when I was here in UK, I realized that people tend to hold information. People from other countries, I'm looking around, I'm working with Nigerians, and this one Nigerian has come here. They've brought in 3, 4, 5 family members, including their aunties and aunts there. Then they tell the next person to tell the next person. I'm going there, I'm the only Zimbabwean, there are 15, 20 Nigerians. What about my people? What about my people? Who is sharing information to my people? Because I also want my people to come to UK. Understand? And obviously, when I started sharing opportunities, I'm sure you're well aware that I was being attacked left, right, and center.
Oh,
but
my
because
goodness.
I'm resilient.
How you survived.
Yeah, it was terrible, but because I'm resilient and I didn't care much about people trying to pull me down, I said, you know what? I'm going to share this information as long as it helps 1 or 2 or 3 people. And a lot of people have been helped from the information that I've been sharing. My younger brother is in UK because of the health and care worker visa.
Wow.
The wife is in UK, health and care worker visa. The sister to the wife and the husband, they're in UK because of health and care worker visa. I've got 6 or 7 relatives who have come to UK using the health and care worker visa. Because of the information that I did not hold, I shared that information. Guys, there's this thing which is going on. And there are a lot of people who are coming in, because why should we be selfish with information which is free? Because it's not like if another Zimbabwean comes and works as a healthcare assistant, it's going to affect me in any way. No, but it's going to improve maybe her life and the life of her children and her family and the generations and everything. So because I saw that, okay, it's only the Nigerians who are helping each other, uplifting one another. Why can't also as Zimbabweans help each other and uplift one another? You see? So it was, when I started, it was met with resistance, but I didn't care about the resistance. I just turned a blind eye to the haters and everything. They continue, like in the past month, I've had my Facebook page deleted twice, but I don't care. It doesn't stop me, So there are so many opportunities, like you'd be surprised, like, wow, someone has come in from Nigeria. I'm an accountant from Nigeria. I'm an engineer from Nigeria, from Ghana. But people from Zimbabwe don't have that knowledge. You get it? So let's say knowledge is power. So if I come and share that knowledge with people, guys, this thing, just do your IELTS English test, you can get jobs here in UK. How many people have come through the health and care worker visa? So many people.
Plenty.
Plenty people, and the fact that it's able to change people's lives is the reason why I'll keep on going and going and going. Despite all the hatred and all the insults and all the pulling it down syndrome, I don't care about that.
And you seem to be growing even stronger with all the hatred, the mean talks. Yeah, I just look at you at times and I'm like, oh my goodness, but did she get to hear about all these things? So I was thinking maybe you filtered, the comments that come through, or all those things. But then when we talked yesterday, you were like, you know what, Novan, when I want to do something, resilience, comes first.
Yeah.
So I'll stay focused and whatever. So, it's a lesson to everybody, guys. This whole mean talks and everything, people see you on these platforms, sharing. Oh, they'll be like, yeah, how's I you can't really forget about this, maybe try elsewhere. Guys, when you know what you want, when you want to pursue this diaspora journey, nothing should stop you. People can say whatever, but I always say, people will say, UK, there's nothing. I've said, Mali, what, why, when are they still there? Why are they still there? Why can't you, meet them at airport when I'm going back? Why when
no one is going back, because we know that there's nothing like there's no money in UK. You understand? There's nothing like this. Money is there.
Hold on there. I saw a comment more pinza uyangis. Lina lisitshela ukuthi singabuyi ngeke silunge e-UK, but you guys are in UK yourselves. Exactly.
Yeah.
You see? Exactly. We take it home.
That's the mentality which people have out there. Like, I find it very funny that someone, I'm here in UK, I'm surviving in UK, I'm living day 1 to 365. I don't know how many days are in a year. Day 1 to 365. I am living there in UK, but here I am telling another person not to come to UK. You're not going to survive. How selfish is that?
Very selfish.
No, because it's like you're only thinking of yourself. If another person is benefiting, it does not affect you in any way. If someone comes and be a nurse there, or comes and be a healthcare assistant there, or a mechanic, or a chef, or whatever, does it affect you in any way?
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't.
But me, I always tell myself that in as much as you have done it to at least one of these other people, that's what the Bible says, you have done it unto me.
Yeah.
So sometimes, when you do these things, you also put Christianity in it, to help other people.
Yeah.
And blessings will be added unto you. Blessings will be added unto you.
Yeah.
People always ask me, with so much hate, why is your patch growing and all that? If God says yes, no one can of hate.
Yeah.
No one can say no.
Exactly.
You see, no matter what you do, there's no one who's above God. So the haters are going to hate and everything, but they're not above God. You see. So at the end of the day, I let them hate, do whatever, but they are not above God. That's what I always say. That okay, like today I posted a video. I've been blocked everywhere. I only have maybe 2 or 3 platforms that I can post in Facebook, but people still go and watch my videos. I know that less in 1 day, 2 days, I'll be having 3,000 views, whatever, despite being blocked in all platforms where I cannot post my videos. You understand?
You know what? Let's talk about that video, the video that you posted, Popo. I hope people saw it. Those who are not following Popo, guys, please follow her on her YouTube channel and TikTok as well, Auntie, as Pauline,
Popo Moyo.
Pauline Popo Moyo, yeah. And then just follow, all the things that she's sharing today. I mean, it's stories that I've seen. It's from the videos and everything. So about that video, honestly, it really touched me as well. To say. Yeah, people come and then they come across those sad, situations to an extent of which someone really takes their life. It's when people come and they're not prepared for this kind of life in the UK. So you see now the importance of having these platforms to talk about what to expect now. Figure lapa. What challenges to expect, so that you're well geared for those challenges. Just brief us, for those who didn't hear about the story, what information do they need to hear before they come, so that we could have maybe, city, they don't come across those situations. Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing that I was referring to. Uguti, when people are here, they want to take advantage of people. The health and care visa route is free. You can get a certificate of sponsorship for free. But our fellow Zimbabweans are charging people ridiculous sums of money. Why you do that to your fellow brothers and sisters, I don't know. People are charging us money, £7,000, whatever. And because people don't have information out there, they think that for you to secure a job here in UK, you really need to pay the 7,000 and the 12,000 and whatever. My relatives who are here in UK did not pay a single dime to come to the UK. They did not pay for the certificate of sponsorship or whatever. They applied, just like I come every day and preach and say, apply directly to companies. If they are offering visa sponsorship, they're not going to pay you. The least that you can do, maybe they can say, have your proof of funds, or they can say, pay for your own visa, which is understandable. So now it's a situation whereby people are doing a money-making scheme. They are selling the certificates of sponsorship, and they take 10, 15 Zimbabweans, they put them in the house, they make them pay £7,000. They fully know that here on the ground, they don't have shifts, and they don't care. You get it? They don't care that they don't have shifts, as long as they've gotten that money. You get it? So now they've taken someone from Zimbabwe, someone was working in a bank, someone was having a good life there in Zimbabwe. They told him that there is heaven in UK. There's no heaven in any place. You work very hard to get whatever you have in life. Nothing falls like manna from heaven here. So people, they tend to say, me, I will tell you the truth, come to UK, but you're going to have to work hard for you to be able
You're going to stretch your butt out.
See, you have to stretch yourself. So someone comes with this expectation that when I go to UK, everything's going to be a breeze. There's going to be this pot of gold waiting for me. But then you've paid your money, you've come to UK, you have no job. How are you going to survive? Because rent is expensive here in UK, especially if you go to a place maybe like England or London. There, it's very expensive. How are you going to survive? So it's a situation whereby they've taken people, they've taken advantage of people, they've taken their money, they have no shifts. So this man eventually ended up taking his life is because one, he was not getting shifts, right? Ended up having a mental breakdown.
Just that, Mina, tell me one thing that I observed, honestly, I don't know if I'm wrong. For everybody, a majority of people that pay for Amaseo Eslau, they start making noise about not getting shifts. Why? What happens from your own observation? Why when you pay for these things you don't have shifts at the end of the day?
What's going on is these are greedy people who have seen that they can actually make money from people. They've gone to the home office and say, oh, I'm a domiciliary carer company and I'm going to need about 18 carers. Yet that person only has one client. And for that one client, you can only go maybe the 2 or 3 of you per day. And the person has taken 20 people with only one client. Or they take people who do not have experience. And what happens here is if you go and save one client and they're not happy with you, they're not going to hire you tomorrow. So now you've got 50 people in the house. You have one client, you've been abandoned or dumped by the rest of the people who are clients because the services that you're providing were poor. You took people from the streets, you did not train them, because I've heard people coming to my inbox asking me, how do I use a hoist? I'm like, what is your employer doing? Why is your employer not teaching you how to use a hoist and everything? So you go there, someone is expecting that, okay, you've been trained and everything. And they say that you don't even use a hoist and everything. They end up saying to that employer, no, don't bring your people here. At the end of the day, that person has collected money because it's money-making scheme. If you collect £7,000 or £10,000 from 20 people, how much money is that?
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And then hope that, okay, when they come here, I'm going to be giving them shifts. But they don't have clients. You get
okay. So I see. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what they bite more than they can chew. Why? Because they are greedy. They are very greedy. They bite more than they can chew. They are greedy. They want to hold everything. The money is the money part. So that's
the money for them.
Yeah. So now at the end of the day, they say we are going to benefit. You back home, they are going to be happy. Say, oh, I'm going to UK. Yes, you're going to come to UK. But there are people who've been sleeping in the streets, sleeping sleeping in the streets because they've come here to UK. There are no shifts. They've got no money. Now they've secured accommodation. They have no money for rent. They have no money for food. They cannot support their families back home. You end up plunging into depression. So you end up plunging into depression because obviously they've sold your things, sold your cars, your cattle, your whatever, your house, so that you come to UK. You start eating into the little savings that you have. You end up having no money, no shifts. The rent has to be paid. If you're using a car, if you need transport to go to work and everything, but you have no money. So this man obviously was depressed and ended up having what? A mental breakdown. Into the psychiatric institution. In the psychiatric institution, because he was still bitter about this man who brought him to UK and promised him heaven on earth, and there was no heaven on earth. He kept on phoning and shouting. The nurses decided, you know what? For your own peace of mind, are going to take the phone, and that did not go down well with him. He beat up those nurses, and after beating up those nurses, he was told, they actually said, which I think was not fair, the doctors ruled out and said he knew what he was doing. So because he knew what he was doing, he was supposed to be charged and everything for that thing, you know, which is not fair, because how can you say someone who's admitted in a mental institution knows what they're doing? You understand? If he knew what was doing, the nurses also didn't have a right to take away the phone from him.
Exactly,
It was his phone. Then at the end of the day, they're the ones who were sent the situation. Because they said he has to be charged, he has to be taken to the police, he has to be all that. How do you say that to someone who's already having mental health issues? You get it? So that's why at the end of the day, that person, now he's looking, okay, I've left home, I've sold this and that, I no longer have that bank job that I have. What I thought was going to be a bed of roses here in UK is actually a bed full of thorns and everything. I have no way out. And then they end up what? Committing suicide. You know?
It's so sad.
Which
really,
is very sad. Like, I was like really heartbroken by that.
Yeah, you were actually in tears. I saw that.
Yes, I was really heartbroken. Like, it broke my heart, because I'm trying to think of a situation, because you put yourself in the person's shoes. I left home to come and work for my children. That man left his home to come and work for his children. And it won't be nice for my parents to be called and told that your child is no more, because things did not go well for her here in the UK. You understand? That's why I was so pained, because I take myself and put myself in that person's shoes. You get it? Think of the children, think of the wife, think of the family, you know? So that's why I came to say, no, this is not right, guys. Let us stop abusing our fellow countrymen, because that is abuse.
But at the same time, Lati, as fellow countrymen, let's not agree to abuse. Let's not promote being abused by so-called buying these COSs. I'll always say this, guys. I mean, honestly, I could be in the, you know, in the trade, I'm doing wrong, but buying COSs, guys, is not ideal. You know, I was looking at the price of a COS from Home Office. I was looking at the price, like for you to apply for it as a company or as an agent.
£199.
Very cheap. So where is the 7,000 coming from? Where is the 8,000 coming from? Where is all these crazy prices coming from? You know, it's so crazy. And largely we promote it. We are promoting the business by keeping on, you know, buying. You know, just stay out of it. When I keep applying, then we see what are they going to get up to. Because I blame it on us. At the same time, Lati, you know, it's the struggles that we face back home. You just want to relocate, nothing else. So just another question, not a question, but I think Katesi Popo, I'll give you maybe 10-20 minutes which we answer the questions, because I don't want us to be here for too long. And then there's somebody who sent us stars, I think Smaps. Thanks so much, Smaps, for the stars. I really appreciate them. Anybody, guys, with a question for Upopo? I think, Mina, I've exhausted my questions. And then obviously people are looking out for the links to the jobs. They're looking out for companies that are recruiting and everything. Guys, I'll always say, just go and watch what she does, because almost every video that she posts, she'll always send a link to a job or companies that are recruiting. Recently, you talked of, let's talk about this one. You talked of Northern Ireland recruiting, different different jobs and all that. Yeah.
You see, me, I work in Northern Ireland. The company that I work for has recruited so many healthcare assistants from overseas, and they've applied directly to the company. I do have only 2 from Zimbabwe who managed to apply and come from Zimbabwe. Wow. About 8 or so are from India. About 6 or so are from Nigeria. I work for a company which is in Northern Ireland and is recruiting from overseas. I see there's someone there with a comment saying most of the companies say they want people who are already in the UK. Yeah, the issue is when the health and care worker visa came out, Nigeria has got 223 million people. And everyone from Nigeria is trying to come to UK using the health and care worker visa, right? Then we've got a few from Zimbabwe trying to come. We've got a few from South Africa. Like if I look at my videos, I've got people from all over the world, Trinidad and Tobago, Brazil, St. Vincent Islands, whatever. So many countries, like if I look at my statistics, I've got like maybe 56 different countries who communicate with me trying to come to. So it simply means that the competition is now very stiff. Yeah. I had one job, and for that one job, there were 13,000 applications for one
13.
job. 13,000 plus applications.
13,000.
Yes.
Okay.
So if it's one job with 13,000 applications, you only want one person.
That's
Get it? So the competition is now very stiff. And the honest truth is, I don't like sugarcoating things. I say things as they are. It's not everyone who's going to get this healthcare job. Because if you've got 1 million Nigerians trying to come to UK and 20,000 Zimbabweans trying to come to UK, how much space does UK have for healthcare assistance? So the honest truth now is that case goes by favor. That is what is happening. If grace locates you, you're going to get a job. You understand? So the best thing to do, instead of applying to these jobs where people are, because if I come there and say this company is hiring from overseas, here is the link. I've got 55,000 followers on YouTube. If 55,000 people apply for the 5 roles that are advertised, how many people can be taken? You see, they cannot take 55,000. And if this is just me, then you've got other YouTubers, maybe Tochi has got 148,000 followers, 148,000. And maybe 100,000 of those people are looking for care. So it's not easy. It's not easy. So for you to be able to secure that job, avoid all these companies where, like if you look at the company where my what you call this, my brother's wife is working. I only advertised it once after they'd secured jobs and everything, and I've never seen any other YouTuber advertise that company. But what they did is they took that list of care homes licensed to sponsor. Same applies to those that I work with. My company has I've never advertised it anyway, and I've never seen anyone advertising it. You take a list of care homes which are licensed to sponsor from overseas. You apply and tell them that you need visa sponsorship. That's what my sister-in-law did. I need visa sponsorship. And her sister as well. I need visa sponsorship. They were given. That's what all these carers that I work with, maybe about 18 of them who came to the health and care worker visa, they applied directly to the company. But the company never advertised anywhere that we are hiring from overseas with visa sponsorship. But if you look at the list of companies licensed to sponsor, they are there and they are allowed to sponsor. So sometimes approach the company yourself and say, I am in Zimbabwe. I am willing to pay for my visa and my flight tickets and everything. As long as you give me a certificate of sponsorship, they will give you that certificate of sponsorship. So it's that thing whereby you have to be patient, go company by company. Even me, who is not looking for a job, when I'm looking for jobs for people, I take that list, go company by company, search, go take the phone them. You see, if I say we are hiring, I come and I share. But I will have taken my time. Sometimes it takes me 2 hours, 3 hours going through that list. But I'm not the one looking for a job. Get it? If you are the one who's looking for a job, you push and push and push until you realize your dreams.
I mean, I always say job hunting is a job on its own.
Yes.
You know, it's a job, it's a full-time job. Or you really, you know, if you've been up to something, or you've been a person who, you know, who follows these social media platforms, or who's always stuck on Facebook, what are you doing, you know, following Amakua and what are that, you need to really park really things that just have to, you know, get you to the diaspora.
Yeah.
You really need to focus. If it means you'll be out of all these social media platforms, just hunting for jobs, you'd rather be, because it's a struggle. I've seen it when I share the links, you know, I have a headache. We're just trying to get to, you know, to find out this one has visa sponsorship. It just gives me, you know, you manage to, out of the 10 that you might call, you manage to get about 3-4 from those, you know. So you put your effort, guys. It's not a walk in the park, like what Popo says, but it's you putting the effort. Look for those jobs and those regret responses where they're saying, unfortunately we can't. That shouldn't pull you down. It shouldn't pull you down on it. But it shows that you need to correct something that you're probably doing wrong, or try to find out where, but you need to keep pushing. Tamazu, thank you so much for the stars, lovely. You never disappoint. Thank you so much. So, Popo, let's look at the questions there. Then we address them as they come. And then there are those who want to be added and want to talk to you like one-on-one. Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, this is your time. I'm going to open up the platform. I could see people requesting to be added, but I wanted to give our guests, you know, the whole time to, you know, to speak to us. So you can be added. Kindly do ask questions, guys. I doubt, Popo, have you done this? Like, or you do it on Telegram, and where you talk to them, you know, interact with them and all that.
Yeah,
do you have that platform?
I interact with them on Telegram.
Okay, on
Telegram. That's the platform where, like maybe they send questions. They take me in the question, and whenever I get time, I go and respond to their questions and everything.
Great.
On
So
on YouTube, whenever they ask questions, like I always respond. Like,
oh, great. So this is another platform that is in corner. Ask her, guys. Pauline Popo Moyo. Okay, somebody's asking your username, Pauline Popo Moyo. All right. So I've put it down there, guys, and then I'm going to pin it. Ask questions. If you do not have questions, honestly, she's a busy girl. And that's one of them. So yeah. If you see any question popping up, Popo, just let me know, and then we address it.
Right.
Ask questions, guys. Do ask questions. And I'm glad you're saying you've got positive responses. You know, people saying we've got a job and what. You know, that on its own, I guess, makes you keep pushing. Right.
Yes. Because the testimonies, the number of testimonies from people. You know, I can tell you that every week.
Let me address this one, Popo. All right. Sorry to interrupt you. Let me address this one. You know, I don't like doing this, but I guess I'll have to do it. Ja. You know what? I don't like spoon feeding abantu abadala. I don't like spoon feeding abantu abadala. I've shared the name of our guest, right? Like you requested, and then she says now share the companies. Want to call them, right? Address that, Popo. Please do address that.
Share the company. Well, if you look at the list of licensed sponsors, there are over 30-something thousand. And I cannot go one by one. But if you see the videos that I share on YouTube, if I talk about the company, I always leave a link below to say, this company is hiring. If I say Balmoral is hiring, there'll be a link to Balmoral. You click that link, you go and apply. If it's Four Seasons is hiring, I leave a link. If Human Care Homes is hiring, I leave a link, and then you go and click on that link and apply. So for me to be able to go through the list of companies, there are so many companies, because I'm sure you've noted, Novanto, that pay every week I come and post this company is hiring, because I'm always on the lookout, because I know that a lot of people are trying to relocate to overseas. Whenever I see a company, I go, I come and I share.
Exactly.
It is, as soon as I finish talking to you, I've seen like a number of companies. Okay, there's this company. Okay, there's that company. I'm going to share a video and I'll post tomorrow. This company is hiring from overseas. They're offering visa sponsorship. Because it's not every day that, because some of the companies, they would have hired maybe in November, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they say, okay, now we've taken people for the next 3 months who are not hiring. Then all of a sudden, they open again, they start hiring from overseas.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly sharing the information on companies hiring, and I always leave links. And they do come back and attack me, like the companies. They send me emails, they threaten me. Some even threaten me that we're going to take you to court. We didn't ask you to advertise and all that, but I still keep on coming to share. Yeah.
So that's how much, you know, how much, like, that's how much, what am I saying? That's the struggle that you have to go through for the sake of Abantu, you know. Yeah. So guys, the best that you can do really is just to go and watch where she presents all this information. Okay, just go and, you know, watch the videos, you know. You'll grab so much information, honestly. I mean, you know what I do? I watch your videos, Popo. I get to grab the information about companies that are recruiting and what. And that's information that I also come and share to my people here. I mean, you can't hold me at ransom. Why did no one to share the information that I share?
No,
it's because
it's not my, you see, personally, as long as me, I don't mind. Like, if it's information, you come and take information from me, which is going to help other people. It's not my company, it's not my information. You are helping other people. And as far as I'm concerned, if you see me doing a video hiring from overseas with visa sponsors, to me, that's not content.
Yeah.
You get it? I cannot say I've got content on companies hiring from overseas. No, it's not content. You see? So even if someone comes and takes, I've seen people who come and word for word, all the companies that I shared, they go and share on their YouTube page. I don't care, because they're trying to help other people out there. See, the difference between me and others, me, when it comes to YouTube, it's not like it's a business for me. Other people take YouTube as a business.
Exactly.
Me, I don't take it as a business. You've never seen me. I haven't even started, companies have approached me, oh, we want to sponsor your videos. I haven't had that time to go and say, oh, I'm coming for this sponsor. It's basically to help other people. When the time comes for me to say, okay, now I want sponsors and all that, I will do it. But at the moment, all that I'm focusing on is,
you know what, Popo? Abantwana bakobulawayo kumbe emathebelele, and I think kumbe kuthiwa singobhari, because what others would really do, what I've seen, but they just take exactly as you've presented.
Yeah.
They go and say, you know what, we one-on-one consultation, and you're going to be paid so much that I give you a company that's recruiting, and they would have taken that company from Upopo's platform, from Novantu's platform, from wherever. So, you know, but at the end of the day, honestly, when you share those companies and then you're asking, are you saying you're guaranteeing them that job? Because
so you're not guaranteed.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed of that job.
If I say, if 1,000 people apply, only 10 people are going to be taken. Only 5 people are going to be taken. You understand? But the reason why we come and share companies is because we know that it is a struggle for other people to be on the net, because airtime is expensive. You cannot dispute that.
Yeah.
And we cannot say, oh, everyone can afford $1. It's not everyone who can afford $1. You understand? So we are trying to make it easy for other people, for those people who cannot afford $1, for those people who cannot afford to be online around the clock searching. We are trying to make it easy for them. Exactly. And we spend 2, 3, 4 hours. Because me, I spend hours and hours and hours searching and searching and searching until you find something. Say, okay, let me go and share with my people. I'm sure 1 or 2 or 3 people are going to benefit. And exactly, a lot of people have benefited. Every now and then I do get people coming to say, oh, remember, you see, I speak to a lot of people, sometimes I've forgotten. Remember, you helped me 6 months ago there when you said I should not give up, blah, blah, blah. I would have forgotten, you know. But you see, it makes me happy to know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 people have been helped.
Exactly, just that. So keep that spirit, Popo, keep that spirit going on, and I guess people can hear that, which you're not doing this out of money. I've always said it, you know what, guys? I mean, I'm fully employed. I'm not doing this out of money, but I've seen what people like that information. Yeah, And you know, this world that we're living in has this technology, these platforms where you're able to gather up people, these 114 people that are here, and somebody, 1 or 2 or 3 are going to gain something from here. You know, there's somebody who's feeling, no, I can't be continuing doing this, you know, there's no, this is not for me. From this live, I bet you, Popo, somebody's going to come to my inbox that, you know what, I felt, no, I can do this. I can get on this, Popo, you know, rejuvenated my spirits and whatever. So it really uplifts somebody. Yeah, you know. So it's not about money, it's not about fame, it's not about anything, but abantu, as long as they're getting help. I'll be honest, Katesa, it's okay. But Tina Bantu Bagiti. We hardly used to have such platforms where we are helping each other, where we are saying, opportunities. But you know, they've always done this to their own community. So let's take it up, guys. Let's take it up with positivity. Not to go to when we try to do this, then when you sit on it and say, no.
I was asked, you only came to UK yesterday. Who do you think you are? That I'm Pauline Popo Moyo, and I'm going to share the jobs, whether I like it or not. That's who I am.
Statements are called as an So yeah, guys, those are the lighter moments, you know, we need them as well. So anybody who has a question, anybody who wants to clarify something from our very own Popo, come through, guys, come through. The platform is all yours. Come through. For those who are saying thank you, it's our pleasure, guys. Honestly, it's just a way of uplifting each other. Yeah. If we empower our nation, you know, our community, then we are all empowered. That's the whole idea behind it. Tomorrow we are here. Sasa will be, you know, somewhere else where now you'll be uplifting us as well. That's how life is like. Yeah. That's how life is like. Okay. Let me see. Opa, please try and help me check for questions. I think I'm seeing questions here, but my comments give me are running so fast. Yeah. They are running so fast. The star senders, I really appreciate you guys. I love you so much. I love everybody as well who's here. Okay. Any questions? Anybody who wants to be added? Zippo, Mtala Mama, thank you so much. You're such a darling and a half. She sent us 100 stars there. Okay. Right. Anybody? Anyone who wants to ask? Or we can kill this live. But it's a pleasure, honestly, having you around. If my company is what? Somebody
it's
asked.
Not providing hours, can I change the sponsor? You see, when you are here in UK, it all depends on what your contract says, what was your agreement with the company. Because sometimes when you come here, there are certain companies who would maybe pay for your visa, flight tickets, and whatever, and they would give you a contract and say you're going to pay if you leave us within 3 months, you're going to pay months. If you leave us within 4 months, 6 months, 12 months. So if you are to leave that company, you have to pay back whatever you owe them.
Okay.
You can make a payment plan where they're going to be paying them back £200 per month or whatever. And then if you are with the company and you don't have hours, at the present moment, up to August, you can work with any other company for more than 20 hours, because originally they said you can work for 20 hours, but that cap was lifted up to I think it's the 30th of August. It was lifted 30th or 16th of August, whatever, it's in August. You can work with any other company. If your company doesn't have hours today, you can take 5 shifts with another company, because you are allowed to take additional work more than 20 hours with any other company. So if you are employed by Four Seasons is no hours, but there's a company that says we can give you 3 shifts, we can give you 4 shifts. Take advantage of that, go and work up to until August. After August, they are going to review, but when that particular date comes in, check on the government website, it's there. When that particular date comes in, you can revert back to 20 hours per week. You can work with any other company for 20 hours per week. Any other company is additional work, 20 hours per week.
That's how it is. I think it's quite a good initiative from the government, but it's going to be short-lived. But people should take advantage of that. Yeah, they should take advantage of that. Kawe, if you're able to come through to join us, please do come through. Yeah, she shares information as well, very important information. And then I wanted to find out about results of IELTS. Uguti, how do they rate it? Is it overall band or what? Because what was it? If ule 3, then don't. Did you understand that question?
Well, I didn't understand, but I do get what the person is trying to say. So the person is basically asking whether they take the overall band scores. For example, you've got a 3.5 in reading and your overall band score is 6, or your overall band score is 5.5. Are they going to take you? No, they are not going to take you. If you've got a 3.5 in any, whether it's reading, writing, or whatever, you need to have 4 in each and every, whether it's reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Each session needs to have a 4. So your overall, even if you got 8, 7, and the 3.5, your overall is not going to count, because when you're applying for a visa, the visa needs you to have a 4 in each category. So 3.5, they will not take you, even if you've got an overall score of 8. So
because the whole idea of IELTS, Popo, is they're assessing, are you able to read their English? Are you able to listen to their English? Sure, you can't be able to do all these, but failed, with less than 3. You really, it doesn't really make sense to them. So you need to be able to conversate in listening, reading, writing, and Kawegas, hi, sis Sunjan.
Hi, Nabantu. Hi, sis Popo.
Hi.
Kinjan, how are you?
Pilar.
Okay. Nina, first of all, again, because I have said it, I'd like to appreciate to sis Popo Pauline Moyo. You'll be surprised to go to Mina, the company that I did say this, Telegram group here too. The company, I got it from your YouTube video. From the word go, really, with everyone that I was telling, I'll tell them, information was I told Pauline. That's where I can lie you. You ever saying actually to Google and do what and research, but information is I told Pauline. My first live that I shared on my page when I opened this page, I had a group of ladies before, and then is into a group of ladies, how things turned out. That's why I had to open a page this year. So sis Pauline, I was amongst the group of Tando who used to help us in CV.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes. So if you remember when you used to preach usihleke nge-CV A1 you guys lihambe emuntwini liyobhadala i-CV, and that person makes for you one cover letter and one CV, and 100 people send that one CV to one employer. So that's when we were trained, how do we custom make a CV? So, now when you tell people which guys custom make a CV, it's like we are at home. It's like you're trying to tell them something, but truth of the matter is that is the truth. You cannot have 100 people sending one CV, one pattern, one cover letter to one employer.
So annoying. It's very annoying.
So annoying. And you can see that. You can see that this is forced to some extent. You understand? Whatsoever what people do in the background. But at the end of the day, you need to at least in the and be able to convince someone. Be able to convince. So I benefited a lot from your platform. I don't want to lie, from your videos about even now. I used to tell people, don't migrate without researching about the country that you're going to. All because I learned that from Pauline. Pauline would say, check the weather. And if temperatures are not for you, maybe the UK is not for you. She will be real about it. I remember there were times there was a group that I don't want to name that she posted her link, and she was snapped and she was told that she's so controversial. She posts information that is so negative, so that people don't go. But I don't know, maybe it's the kind of person. I like negative information because to a greater extent it's got the truth.
Yeah.
In negative information.
Say things as they are. Don't sugarcoat.
It's real.
You see that quote that you always used to talk about. My experience at December and January, and the bad part of it was placed in a placement where I had to be outside with the client 3 hours every day in that ice and in that snow.
Imagine.
I would feel the cold in my intestines, and guys, so many times, almost every day, I'll call my husband and tell him, you guys don't come. I think I need to come back. Tell him, no, guys, let me come back. I don't think you guys are going to survive here. But then again, I'll sit down and laugh at myself and be like, but I was warned about this.
And how long have you been there?
This is my 7th month here.
You've been like, you've said, okay, it's
home now. It's home now. My family is here. My family is settled. I can lie people about. I'm saying lie about stuff here.
That's nice. Yeah.
You understand? But honestly, I really appreciate again, Pauline, about the platform. And to be honest, Nobantu, Pauline, at the time when this visa was piloting, Pauline started these videos, visa lay ingagabi semthethweni, ingakafakwa emthethweni. There were talks about it. Yeah, there were talks about it. Some of us knew about it because we've got relatives in the health sector who had already come with this visa, and they had told us about it. And so because the social media, it's my social life is on social media, and I made it a religion. I follow Upopo every minute, and every time she would post her videos, you know, they'll catch my eye. Upopo, when she had 100 followers, I liked something that she said on this video. Uguti, you need to be prayerful, you need to be giving, you just need to be pure. Pauline, when she read 100 followers on 100 views, I think on YouTube, she actually donated for 2 people which were Bali IELTS on the money that she made there.
I remember that.
Yes.
I very much remember that. And I was like, wow, you know, she's not doing it out of money. She's not doing it out of, you know, fame or anything. But
this is the same thing that
getting help.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the same thing that I told my little friends that follow me on the page. Uguti, you guys know me better. Uguti, you know that I'm a hustler, and you know I wouldn't hustle money from social media. You definitely know that. Uguti, when I want money, I want big monies. I don't want money out of social media. I opened this platform so that at this point in time, it's a general platform. We can talk about anything and everything. But at this point in time, there's this thing because of what's happening. Specifically in South Africa, I understand about people in Zimbabwe, but specifically in South Africa, and people want to go out and find greener pastures. This is why I started and I told them, I'm not doing this for money. I wish someone can teach me, man. But this is, I think I did this because of what Nobantu is doing. I did this because of Pauline. Is basically, you know what, Pauline does her videos in English. You'll never know. Okay, me I'll know accent to okay. She'll never speak Indebele on her videos. So not being tribalistic, but number 1. Number 2, can I be honest to say, there were other bloggers because of, after watching his video, Pauline, remember on YouTube, another one will pop up about the same content. They were all Abina messages, or Chochi Esther and everything. But one thing that I'm going to tell you, the companies that they used to advertise mostly were companies that would employ Nigeria. There's this thing, but it's there. It tribalism, lalapa ikona, there are people who want to associate themselves only because we are a certain tribe. You understand? So you would apply to those companies, but money response no.
Because I remember there's a company I share on YouTube, MJ whatever. Batata abantu, and when I look, when all of them are coming back, say we got jobs, 8, 9 of them, they were all from Nigeria.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's something that's there. And with Pauline, you could see she just went and did her research. Company late hiring at those point in time. And Mina, can I be honest to say I was actually blessed because I came with a company. I didn't get a welcome package, Bela, but I came with a company that paid for my flights, paid for my visa. I was paid back my, the company, this is what I want to say. I was paid back my English test money. I was paid back my TB test. I was welcomed in a hotel, did assessments. Mina, my onboarding process. Life became difficult, but my onboarding process, it was so smooth and as easy as that. So with everyone that's here, guys, I shared this live on my page. Like I always say, each and every other day I do a live. Follow Pauline Popo Moyo. I have shared the TikTok angle, I have shared the Telegram link, I have shared YouTube on my page. So you guys go and follow her.
And
thank you so much,
I advise Uguti, they must go back to our videos or December 2021. They must go back to our videos or 2022 about January. Go back and reapply to those companies.
Yes.
Don't look at the trending ones only.
Because honestly, the trending ones will be overwhelmed.
Imagine if we are 100 and we want to apply and there's a trending company, how many people? Pauline has viewership all over now, guys. Pauline is not only viewed in Zimbabwe or South Africa, she has viewership all over. How many people are going to grab that chance to apply there and there? So we need to do justice to ourselves also and take this opportunity. And another thing again that I want to say on this platform is abantu bakithi, can they please stop procrastinating? Opportunity. I'm saying this because I was one of them. I could have been 1 year right now, but like I said, opportunity, not only in the UK, because the UK is not the only country, as I have always said, umuntu spread yourself, don't put your eggs in one basket. People must stop procrastinating. Uti, I want to see so and so doing it first so that I can try. By the time you try, opportunity when you just hear ukuthi sokule opportunity in Canada, New Zealand, sit down, research, ask if you have to. But at that point in time, stop procrastinating. People must take that opportunity. There's a bigger opportunity, red list. Because someone else was busy saying Niza.
That's true.
You understand? So abantu bakithi sizwe everyone who's on this live, stop procrastinating. Not only opportunity migrate in everything that you do in life. Be hands on.
Thank you so much, Kawegas. That's why I asked you to come through. Popo needs to hear these things. This girls are gonna stand Popo. Flowers,
we need to give her flowers while she's alive.
Hey, Kawegas, we
need to give her flowers while she's alive.
Right. You need to hear these things, Popo, and praying to God. You're not going to be pompous, and you need to hear these things so that they keep you going, they keep you pushing, because there is so much negativity about you out there. Now you've seen it, you know it, but you need the positives as well, right? And this is what you need to hear from what Ukaiwas was saying. There she is. She's saying to people, I'm her product, I'm Popo's product. Look at me. And the good thing about her, she just didn't see it as your product. She's continuing, she's passing on the legacy. She's telling people about these opportunities, which is, imagine in a year's time or so, if we have a lot of people like Kawegas like this, like Onobantu, like Popo, I know there's more people out there. will be people, you know, out there.
Very
so
true.
thank you so much, Kawekazi. Thank you very much, sis. I love you so much.
Thank you.
Anybody, guys, with a question? Popo, what do you have to say to them? Anybody with a question before we close the live? Right, I see someone is out there. Because they certainly want to talk to you. That much I know.
Yeah. So what I can say is, guys, hard work and determination is what gets a man what he wants. If you have made up your mind and said, this is what I want, this is what you're supposed to eat, this is what you're supposed to sleep, this is what you're supposed to be doing day in, day out. Understand? Because the competition is very stiff. And it's not only UK which is hiring. Like me, I come and share different countries, and I'm here to come and share. You know, I share so many opportunities.
Yeah.
Don't, like she has already said, don't put your eggs in one basket. You never know. You might, like me, when I first started, I was thinking of Australia, but here I am, I'm in Northern Ireland. I was thinking of America, but here I'm in Northern Ireland. Why? Because it's still overseas, you see?
Yeah.
So when the opportunity came, I said, okay, which is the easiest way to get to UK? Which is the easiest way to relocate? Or UK is the easiest way, or whatever. So whenever other opportunities come, whether it's Canada, whether it's New Zealand, whether it's whatever country comes up, don't put your eggs in one basket. As long as you now have your IELTS and your papers ready and everything. There are places like Jersey. There's this place which is the Channel Island. Channel Island is part of UK. And it's hiring, it's recruiting from overseas with visa sponsorship.
Yes, guys.
People are not applying. People are not applying. But look at places like Jersey, you know, the Channel Island. They are hiring, they're recruiting from overseas with visa sponsorship. But people keep on focusing, oh, UK, England. Jersey is part of UK. You see, it takes time, you go and search there, because I was searching the other day, they've got social worker jobs and so forth with visa sponsorship.
Yeah.
So you just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing until you realize your dreams.
Your dream. That's all. Yeah, that's all it takes. Anybody, I saw somebody had requested to be edited, and then I think it's their network. It kicked them out. You can kindly request to be edited again. Yeah, kindly request. Jersey, I've talked about it, Lani, here and there, but I don't see people showing an interest in it. People always want to think, yeah, there's only UK, Ireland.
Yeah, but it's part of UK, you see.
Yeah, when I comment it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's found in Northern Ireland, Popo. You know, it really took time for people to say, apply Northern Ireland. Yeah. Everybody was flocking to the UK. You know, to the UK, yeah. So, but look at Northern Ireland with the cost of living, with how things are like and everything, you know. Yeah. So, guys.
Sis Pauline, mina ngile night shift ngo-8.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us, Kawe. Thank you very much, Dad.
Right.
All right then. All the best, hey. I'm telling you, monkey right? Michelle's nail bar. Michelle nail bar who's requesting to be edited. Michelle, I'm trying to add you. I hope you will come through. I hope you're able to come through. I've been following Popo for past 2 years by Giti. Oh, she declined. I've been following Popo for past 2 years by Giti, but I'm still in what? In Africa because of financial issues. I love you, Shem. You are just amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been trying to do much to get more information and links in Northern Ireland. No luck. Please kindly help, Popo.
All right. See, the problem with Northern Ireland, do you know they don't put it out there that we are hiring with visa sponsorship? They just advertise their roles. So it's just a matter of applying. Like the other day, I was checking Beaumont care homes. It's got quite a number of care homes here in Northern Ireland. And I've seen people coming in with visa sponsorship as care assistants. Yeah, and my company, I can't name it because, you know, if people start to see people, you know, because I work for the company, you know how it is.
I know.
I don't want to attack left, right, and center. But they've been doing a brilliant job in bringing people over to UK. No money paid, nothing, none whatsoever. Yeah.
So guys, if you know Popo by now, you'll certainly know in company as well. So we'll keep it like that. That's a tip. Yeah. So those are some of the, the things that you should be looking out for. Yeah. I've been okay. I think Popo, we've answered all the questions. Guys, is there anybody who's been left out, who had a burning question but was not attended to? I don't see anything. Okay, let me see. Somebody wants to be added. Lindy, Leah, I see you're requesting to be added, Lindy. Come through, sis. Maybe I'll add one or two more. See, are you working tonight?
No.
Great.
Off.
Great. Lindy.
Queen Temple, ngena ku WhatsApp. Queen Temple, actually, I have it on my WhatsApp.
Okay. Top best live ever. Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
But
I want to do well done to you ladies. Okay, thanks, my friend. So thank you, Novantu, for connecting us. Dopopo, you're welcome, Mastanda. Which country, guys? I'm lost. When a queen. Okay. Who else is there? I don't see any questions, Popo. Michelle's, I tried to add you. Do you want to be added? Michelle's nail bar. I tried to add you, but do you have a WhatsApp group? WhatsApp group, Popo, is that possible?
I have a Telegram group because of the number of people in the Telegram group. I will give you the link and you share with them.
You can call it out and then I can see. No, you can't call it out, hey? You will.
I can't, but I think what's her name? Opomega Test. She said she shared the link Google page. But anyway, I'll give you the link and you can share it with them.
That's all right. Nampa bayisebefuna ukuganga. Kuthiwa siyalala lapha namhla. It's good you're not working. Lina. I know, guys. We need to prepare for Monday. Guys, if you do not have more questions, honestly, we can't be wasting time. It's only we're here just for your questions, right? And then if you do not have questions, guys, we can't just hang out. I think Popo, you've nailed it.
Elizabeth, Marisa Mhlanga.
Yeah. I think you've nailed it, honestly. Guys, can I safely call it quits? Can I safely thank her on your behalf? All right, Michelle, press the green button and then I can add you. Press the green button and then I can add you.
Telegram group. No, want to give them the link for Telegram group.
Certainly, I'll do, guys, as soon as she. Ask, guys. Popo ngicela ubakhuza ngabantu bakho laba. Omunye senitshela ukuthi hayi kusasa yi-holiday so asilamsebenzi. Asishayeni ifungwe thando. Hayi guys. Tina Island, it's different. Tina sila holiday tomorrow. Ours is different. Tina sila king. Honestly, you must have a day to teach us how to apply. Yeah, there they are, Popo. They're suggesting. Is it? Do you think, guys, you're not getting positive responses because you don't know how to apply? I don't know. What do you think? Where are they losing it, Popo? Yeah.
So, I've had an opportunity to review a lot of CVs. I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of CVs, right? Most of the time, their CVs are substandard. I'm sorry to say. Like, someone's supposed to be having a CV which is supposed to sell them. The thing is, I was helping people with CV, but you see, it takes a lot of time because you say, go and correct this. Then you give the person back, they come and correct. At the end of the day, you can spend the whole day trying to correct a CV. So once in a while, I do pick a CV, through, and then say, correct this, and correct that. And in my Telegram group, people would post my CVs. I will review them and say, correct this, correct that, and all that. Yeah, you know, so sometimes people will be applying with substandard CVs. And if your CV is substandard, automatically it's thrown into the recycle bin. By application 400, but because your CV, because I always talk of in ATS, which is the application tracking system. If you're applying for these jobs, especially if you're applying online, they use what we call an application tracking system, which means they are tracking for keywords in your CV. And your CV is supposed to have at least 22 keywords. 22 keywords which match with the job that you're applying to. So if I've seen some CVs, I said, okay, let's take your CV, let us run through the ATS. You run the CV through the ATS, and someone has 7 words which are matching the job which is on offer. So if you only have 7 words matching the job offer and they need an average of 22, obviously your CV is not going to be picked. So when we talk of tailor make your CV to suit the job that you're applying to, you are looking at that CV and you are underlining keywords. Still, if you don't know how to underline keywords, you go on Google, you use word cloud, and word cloud is going to pick out those keywords. I do have the
keywords.
I have a video which demonstrates how you can do that. You know, then you take those keywords and you draft your CV. You don't use one CV to apply to all jobs.
No,
it's because people use one CV, whether it's domiciliary carer, whether it's healthcare assistants, whether it's live-in carer, they use one CV to apply. Whereas it's not a one size fit all. You know, with each CV, you have to tailor make it to suit the job that you're applying to. You know, then you make life easier for you, because if you're not tailor making your CV, automatically it's rejected. If you're not matching the ATS application tracking system, automatically it's rejected.
You know what, guys? Just to make life easy for you, like she's saying, she's posted these videos on her YouTube channel. Just the best that you can do for yourself is follow her, you know, on YouTube, and you'll get all this information that she's talking about. Because you know, the issue of, you know, the CV having the keywords, it's so easy for the employer or the recruiter to respond. Eliminate your CV, because it just, you know, it selects a suitable CV. The rest, because it just doesn't meet the standards. Her YouTube name, guys, Pauline Popo Moyo. I pinned that. I pinned that. Pauline Popo Moyo. She's also on TikTok. And then where else are you at?
Just those two.
You're too big for that.
Facebook, my Facebook page was deleted. I opened another one and it was deleted. So this one that I now have is only about a week or 2 old. It's a new Facebook page. I'm paying more. They can delete and delete and delete 100 times. I'll open another one and all that, you see. So I'm not here much. I'm not on Facebook, like, because it's a new account. Like, it's really like it's only a week old. You know? So TikTok and YouTube, that's where I am.
So make sure, guys, end of this live, just follow her, follow up on other videos like that she's posted. They're quite helpful, they're quite educative, and you won't lose it. Because I see people sending me my responses. I told you no one about TikTok. Tony, Pauline.
Thank you, Queen.
Yeah, you did tell me, Queen, but TikTok, what gifts, and but I guess it will take time. So that's it, guys. Can I say we round it off? Let's round it up, guys. Thank you, Popo. Thank you so much for coming through, Dali. You're such a blessing to us, honestly. It's so, you know, it's such an honor to you invite a person like you, and then they accept your invitation. I really appreciate it. I don't know honestly how I can appreciate you. You know, there's a lot of impact that you've put out there, a lot of impact, and I know this video, I'll update you. It's just going to be viewed by, I don't know, I'm sure it will be the highly viewed video ever. That's how much you have impact on people. So it's not about the views for me or anything, but it's about people getting the information, you know, getting it. These things are possible. These things are possible. Delta, hi.
Hi.
Right, darling.
Right. Mina umbuzo wami lokhu ngiwupostile lokhu ngimention khonapha and you're skipping it. I think it's because of many comments.
Yeah.
My question was, I've been getting these responses. They're all similar. It says such a company has moved to the next step in their hiring process. So does this mean that I'm using the wrong platform, or it's just a polite way of saying, you know what, you're not good enough for this position?
Well, it depends on, depends. Companies differ. There are certain companies whereby when you apply, they just don't take you. There are certain steps, like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Step 1, they assess you before they even invite you for interviews. I remember I advertised, one of the recruiters asked me to advertise the roles in a company. And when I advertised, she shortlisted a few people, which was the first stage before the interviews, where they come and talk to you, like they say they're going to phone you, whether it's via WhatsApp or via Zoom or via Teams. They want to find out the kind of person you are. They want to assess the kind of person you are before you move to the next stage. So it's more like the first stage is pre-assessment, and then you go for interviews. Then you go, stage by stage by stage until you go to the visa. There's a certain video, I forget that video, where there was a company where I was taking stage number 1. It's pre-assessment. They want to find out the kind of person you are. And most of us have been dropped at the pre-assessment stage, because when they're assessing there, someone shows that they don't have interest in the job. Understand? Do you have any experience in caring for someone? No, I don't have experience. I cared for my grandmother. Oh, how did you care for your grandmother? The person cannot even say how they care for their grandmother. So during that pre-assessment stage, you also need to show them that you want this job and you know what this job entails. If they're talking of your grandmother, you also look at the healthcare assistant role. If it includes washing, bathing, taking her to appointments, assisting her with mobility, repositioning her when she's sleeping in bed, or like taking her medication, making sure that she takes the medication at the right times, encouraging her to eat, and also feeding her, and all those things. Even if it means you have to exaggerate, you have to show them that you're interested in the job. And even if you don't have experience, you know what the job entails. If you go there, they assess you. Oh, I took care of my grandmother, and they're asking you, how did you take care of your grandmother? You're saying the basic things like, oh, I was taking her to bed, you have to show interest. So if you pass the pre-assessment stage, they see that, okay, even if this person does not have experience, it's someone who has determination, it's someone who is willing to work hard and everything. We can move it to the next stage. They move it to the next stage.
Okay, understood. Because I recently got this other response where they asked me to record, like there were questions where I was supposed to give responses. Recording my voice. So I did that, and I'm still waiting for the response because I did that on Friday. So I'm waiting for, I thought maybe since it's the weekend, maybe I'll get the feedback on Monday or something. Because I actually did 2 of those. So is that part of the interview, or I'm yet to undergo an interview?
That's a pre-assessment, which means you are yet to go for an interview. But on my part, when I came here to UK, I did a pre-assessment, and they said they're going to invite me for interviews. But looking at the pre-assessment, they were impressed by the way I responded in the pre-assessment, and they did not take me for interviews, but using the pre-assessment interview, they took me there. So it depends on, so when they say it's a pre-assessment, record yourself answering these questions. That's opportunity for you to show off. That's an opportunity for you to shine and show them that you know what you're talking about. Show them that you're confident and you know what you want. You see, most of the time they say, I've seen people before they submit their pre-assessment. Some of them they send me, and I'm like, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, because me, you see, I've worked at the School of Nursing. I've conducted hundreds and hundreds of interviews.
I know you.
Assessment.
I know you from the School of Nursing.
See, I've conducted hundreds and hundreds of interviews, and if I'm just looking at that pre-assessment, I'm like, no, this is an automatic fail. This is an automatic fail. So you have to tell yourself, like, you know what you're talking about. You know what you want. You know, confidence is something else. Yeah, just show that you're confident, even from the way you are talking. Show that you are sure of yourself. Just like when I'm talking right now, I'm sure of myself.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. So that's it. Once you pass that stage, if you really like sold yourself and you're shining, you move to the next stage with no issues.
All right. Thank you. Praying for the best.
Praying for you as well, Delta. All the best.
All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Popo, we can spend the whole day, honestly, but I guess only thing that we can do is promise them, Ogutai, you'll visit us once more, you know, when anything arises, when people bring up questions. But guys, just do not be unfair to yourself and not follow Upopo on her YouTube channel. You know, you'll get quite a lot of information. I have a lot of people, honestly, great, you know, like what Delta was saying. So these are things that you need to, you know, revisit, check where you're doing wrong and all that. Yeah, because I'm ready to keep doing the same mistake all the time. Yeah, otherwise, you know what, you're such a darling and a half. You are and doing what you're doing. Don't forget the right before me, because I might forget. Popo, are you able to access your WhatsApp now, like now as we speak?
Let me see if I can. Let me see.
Yeah, if you can, just send on my WhatsApp, Katesi, and then I can, you know,
WhatsApp.
Yeah, to me WhatsApp, and then I will
invite link,
pin it before I forget.
Let me go to WhatsApp.
Okay. Yeah.
No bantu. Meten tembe yakubona. No there. And
then I'm sure I can pin it right away.
Telegram, cancel.
Yeah.
Back. Yeah, buyele ku Facebook. When Facebook yakho. Sayibona.
Oh, sayibona.
Manas one.
But you're still there.
Yeah, saying
all right.
I've sent you Google
WhatsApp. Okay, let me do this. There you are. Okay. Yeah. Manje technology ke manje. Let me see.
If I can paste it here.
Yeah. Try. Let's see.
Yeah, I've pasted it. Comment section.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So Mina, I can just copy it. I can just pin it. Right. There you are. Yeah, I think we are good to go, guys. There's the Telegram group. Great, guys. So everything sorted. Nankana Lapana, you follow her on Telegram, and then we have Safunan. Honestly, I think we've tried. Popo, keep doing what you're doing. Nothing should pull you down. Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything when you're more than confident, like unlike me. So yeah, let's keep doing it, Popo. Let's keep doing it, honestly, and you know, it's only God, you know, to bless you.
Exactly.
Because you're not doing, you know, out of to toilet something, but you're just doing it for people to get help. And certainly people are getting help. You can see the results. And Abanye, the fact that Abanye have relocated because of the information that you do, that's quite a wow. Keep doing it, girl. And then just another thing, Hambaku Instagram. There are a lot of Instagrammers that need this information. Be on Instagram, share the information as well. Yeah, because there are people, you should appreciate, there are people who don't do Facebook, people who don't do TikTok, but they're on Instagram. You're looking into Instagram, and then we take it from there. Honestly, guys, just give Upopo my likes before she leaves, and it's all the love that she has for us. That's why she's here. You're such a darling and a half. But thank you so much, Popo. Thank you very much, guys. That's all that we can.
Having me, I appreciate, and thank you for your lovely audience. I appreciate them. Thank you so much, guys.
Brilliant. your
I'm
evening.
almost tempted to say, don't forget to smash that like
That's
button.
what I wanted to hear. You can still say that. You can still say that. You can still say your closing remarks, all right. Your closing remarks, then now I get to say your closing remarks, you're just going to press there's an X button just above your head. Right. Yeah?
All right.
Do it in style. Do it in style.
Yeah, so guys, what I can say to you is that if there's something that you want, where there is a will, there is a way. Sometimes you might be trying the healthcare assistant route. Maybe you're meant to come to UK using the chef route. Maybe I'm also going to come and share with you what you call this cruise ship jobs with visa sponsorship. There are so many cruise ship jobs with visa sponsorship. I myself had secured a job in a cruise ship before I even came to UK because I wasn't putting my eggs in one basket. So guys, don't put your eggs in one basket. And people like us in Novantu who will continue to come and share information with you so that we all uplift one another. You see, UK does not belong to my mother. UK does not belong to anyone's mother. UK is for everyone. Ireland is for everyone. If everyone wants to come to overseas, who are we to say no? If you want something, just keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing and you realize your dreams. And us on our part, we just come and share information with you. That's all that we can do. Yeah, and it takes a lot of effort. Like, you know, for me to sit down, because me here, see, I'm a single parent. And I have to do school runs, I have to cook, I have to iron, I have to do research, I have to do videos, I have to edit, I have to come and share, I have to go to work because I work 5 days a week to make ends meet and all that. You see, so it takes a lot of sacrifice so that we help you guys out there. You know, we don't mind that sacrifice as long as you know that one family is happy there because I helped them with information and they were able to relocate to UK and they're now having, you know, they've changed their narrative. Everything about their ancestors and everything has changed. The future generations, everything has changed. So to me, it's such a blessing. You know, it's such a blessing and we'll continue doing it. Regardless of whether they try to pull us down or whatever, we don't care. We keep moving. And in life, I always say, guys, don't care about what the naysayers are saying here on the left or on the right. You remain focused, you keep your eyes on the goal, and you keep moving and keep moving and keep moving. They say dogs don't bark at a car which is stationary. If a car is moving, they'll bark. So let them bark and you keep pushing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Now I feel like I'm on YouTube. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Popo. Thank you very much. Keep well, hey?
Right.
We'll keep in touch.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Guys, I enjoy watching her videos. That's I've been saying clear and city that statement is going to appear. But anyway, she's such a lovely girl. She's such a lovely girl. So guys, I think that's what I had for you today. I'm sorry for taking most of your time. I thought we were just going to be here for an hour, but I've just seen we've been here for about 2 hours now, which is what I don't like really. But at times I have no control over it. Yeah, I have no control over it because as long as you still need that information, we'll have to keep talking. I remember even last week's live with Ukosi, you know, it really stretched. So when I was looking at it, I was like, what? It took this long. So yeah, same with Upopo, but it's information. That's all that we need. Guys, I love you so much. Let's keep sharing the love. Whatever information that you have out there, bring it on. We share it with the rest of the people. You'll see how much blessings will come your way. Yeah, you might not realize the blessings today, but in due course, that's when you see what things are moving. You know, the things are moving so well for me. What is it? Do I deserve this? It's the good thing, the good deed that you've done to the next person. So that's all that we need to keep doing, guys. Thank you so much and love you lots. Have a blessed week and make sure you are productive in everything that you do. You put in those applications, expect a positive response. If there's something that you're not doing right, try and check on it, correct the wrong, and I'm sure really you're going to realize your dream. All the best, guys, and love you lots. Bye for now.